can also take up some points of yesterday. It seems to me that a summary of what the pre-Enlightenment is, or was, really consists of admiration for two types of thought. One, of course, is theology, and the other is philosophy. With I'm sure Dan doesn't mind, but I had to I had to decorate this one to do it. I think if we a symbol for going to Enlightenment 1 is really the destruction of theology and the retention of philosophy, but the replacement, the inclusion now of science as really a principal mode of understanding. And we humans should be enormously proud that we have identified this extremely simple way of understanding the truth about the world. So really, Enlightenment 2, as, and I had to be rather, let you know that this, although is probably a sunset, I'd like it actually to be a sunrise on civilization. It seems to me that we've got to get rid of philosophy because it really is such a ball and chain on progress. And I will say just a little bit more about what I mean. I mean, one can always do a Turing test on people to discover if they are philosophers or natural scientists. Put them in a room and ask questions, and all the pessimistic answers point immediately to the philosopher, and all the optimistic answers point immediately to the scientist. You can't be a scientist without being an optimist. I don't know about being a philosopher, but philosopher is really just a nuisance. So Enlightenment 3, which hasn't yet been mentioned today, I think science will probably survive. I have absolutely no idea what will go on this pedestal, but I just invite you to think about what could replace our current mode of thinking. Another way of expressing what I've just said is really, I like to look around for icons in the everyday world so that when you go away from what I'm saying, you actually are reminded of what I've been saying. And it seems to me that this summarizes pretty well what I've been talking about. First of all, you have theology, then you have philosophy, and then you have science. So in other words, theology obfuscates. Philosophy really, I don't know what philosophy does. It interferes with understanding, and science illuminates. And so the sooner we get rid of philosophy, philosophy is all right at rather a superficial level of human behavior, but it has nothing to say about the fabric of reality, and nothing at all to say about the springs of ethical behavior or anything like that. It really is just a nuisance, whereas science is the only way forward.